Hey there, welcome back to my channel. It's Aja McClanahan with Principles of Increase, where I help you find and explore ways to increase in different areas of your life. And today I am talking about the ultimate increase topic, and that is having different streams of income. So today I'm going to reveal to you the different streams of income that I use to live my life. And there are quite a few. I have some notes here and there's a lot. And before you all tear me up in the comments, I just want to let you know that I I kind of had to develop a little bit of a hustle mentality because of what I came from. And this story, I've talked about it a little bit, started almost 20 years ago when I was newly married, deep in debt, and I wanted to stay home with my kids but still get out of debt. So the thing that I figured out to do, this is when not a lot of people were doing this, was I was like, I need to find something that I can do from home. And from there, that just opened up to me like a whole bunch of different avenues, like different ways for me to make money. It actually caused me to become really creative because I'm like, I can do a lot of things. I just have to be able to do it from home. And this was in a time where, I was probably 10 or 15 years ahead of that curve. For me, that was like a non-negotiable because I wanted to be home, homeschool my kids, be there for, when I was married at the time, my spouse, to be able to support them as they went out to work. So I have had this kind of like hustle mentality for a long time. And so it's carried over into my, I would say, like a newer life that I'm living, where I am recently divorced and I've been raising my kids like 100% on my own. And I still want that flexibility to not only be able to stay home with the kids, even though they're big girls now, they still need their mommy. They're very independent, but there's a lot of things that go into managing the house and managing some of their affairs. So I just still need that flexibility. And on top of that, I have plans to start traveling more. And in fact, I was blessed to be able to start within the last couple of years by relocating a few times. And then since I've been here in Puerto Rico, I have gotten to travel a lot more. So I've been preparing for that. And I just need something that I can take on the go with me. I need different streams of income that are passive, that I don't have to put a lot of time and energy into. So for those of you who want a similar lifestyle, maybe you want to come home, maybe you want to start to travel more, I am going to help you out and just show you like it's possible. I'll give you some insight into some different things that you too can do. And for some of you who are like, that's way too much, I will say that sometimes it can be. I am not an advocate of you need 7 different jobs to make it in life. Like when I say hustle, I don't mean like always on, always doing something, because many of these income streams I'm going to mention to you, they're passive, semi-passive, or on the way to being more passive. As I'm able to invest more into them, they become more passive for me. So I'm a huge advocate of rest. Like that is a biblical concept. The Sabbath, taking sabbaticals. I'm a nap taker. The other day, just a quick story, was just looking at my cat. My kids have a cat. And I'm just looking at her like, you just lay around all day. But then I thought about it. When it's time for her to get something done, whether it's catch a housefly or a lizard or even a bird. This cat she's caught birds. She is able to get up, rise to the occasion, hunt, kill, and get things done. So she lives pretty much a lifestyle of rest, and she gets activated in the most important moments. So I feel like that analogy describes me almost perfectly, because I'm such a rester. I like leisure time. I like to be able to have downtime. I'm just that kind of person. I need that. I cannot be on hustle mode. So as I go through these different streams of income, you will see that a lot of them are passive. And so that's the goal. As you make more active income, try to put them into investments that can yield passive income, so you're not working so hard. So if you're going to do this, you'll see in this list that a lot of things are related. So it might sound like I do all these different things, but they're in many ways related. One stream of income will lend to another. So it's me hopefully like building this enterprise and this kind of like compound of of things that I can do to bring in money to, live a flexible lifestyle. So without further ado, let's get going. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is something that I probably spend the most time on, and that is my writing business. So I do content management, creation, editing, basically a writer. And I do that for myself, my website, my blog. I have several clients I do that for. Create things like newsletters, ebooks, blog articles. And I've also done this as a W-2. So you can write and you don't have to do freelance writing. You can be a W-2. And just some things that tie into that for those of you who are thinking like, I could never do that. There are other things like writing you can do. So there's like podcast editing, video editing, anything that has to do with the social sphere, content creation. You can do this as a freelancer or you can do it as a W-2. There are a lot of opportunities in that area to use your like creative talent and juices to monetize that into income. So probably my second biggest stream or next, where I spend the most of my time would be investing in real estate. So that is acquiring property, renovating if needed, and turning them into some type of income source, whether it's flipping the property, whether it's putting a tenant in there for short-term or long-term. That is my next stream of income, collecting rents, things like that. Okay, so next stream of income, which I guess would be number 3, is I'm actually a licensed realtor. So I'm licensed in the state of Florida, and I'm not in Florida right now, so I obviously don't do a lot of stuff there, but I have my license so I can refer and do referral activity and make money off of that. So for anyone who needs a realtor in any of the 50 states, even in Puerto Rico, I have realtors that I work with here where I refer business to them. And so I get paid off of that. So that's pretty exciting. And if you want to know how to like do real estate remotely, I don't have a guide on that yet, or be a realtor remotely, because I've even helped other agents get their license and come into like a cloud brokerage. I'm with a cloud brokerage called Real. I'll put a link to that. And so I'm not active. My license is on referral only status, so I don't have to pay any MLS fees. It's great. And I don't have to show houses. I don't have to like be out in these streets. And it just works for me right now. But when people, they're like, I've been thinking about investing in real estate, I'm able to refer them and make money off of that. So that's pretty cool. So my next stream of income, I guess number 4, would be what comes from social media stuff. So like my YouTube channel, Instagram account, my blog, my website, and more specifically, affiliate marketing or whatever I can sell from there. So if I'm promoting like one of my favorite services, virtual mailboxes, which I'll put a link down below to. Maybe one day I'll do a commercial about that, because I don't think you all realize how awesome virtual mailboxes are. But whatever, I'm promoting, I like empower to help you like manage your net worth and your whole financial picture, all that stuff. I'll put links below. But I get, some commissions off of those if you guys decide to click, and there's no extra cost to you. I just get paid a commission for when you guys sign up. So affiliate income for like my socials and my blog and things like that. Okay, so my other stream of income that I probably should have put higher up on the list, because I've spent quite some time trying to develop this skill, is investing in securities. So in stocks, ETFs, which is exchange traded funds, mutual funds. And I am basically self-taught. I don't do trading. Now, if you're trying to do some swing trading or day trading, that's not me. I am a buy and hold investor, and that has yielded some decent returns and has helped me reach some of my financial goals. So investing, the key with that is the sooner you start, the better. So that's another stream of income for me: dividends, appreciation when the stock prices go up, things like that. So since I moved to Puerto Rico, I had the opportunity to rent my car out on a few occasions. Sadly, the first car that I did that with is no longer with us. It actually got into an accident while I was doing the rental. But because I travel so much, there are some times where I give my car over to a wonderful car management company here. I guess there are a lot of snowbirds, people that come back and forth from the island, and they rent the car out for me and they handle maintenance and all that stuff. So that is one way that I have earned money to help me pay down my car faster as well. Okay, so this next stream of income is a little bit, it may sound a little confusing, ambiguous, vague, but it's kind of like this ball, a clump of things that I do depending on how I am introduced to a client. So one thing, you might call it personal assistant services, administrative assistant services. Then it also bleeds a little bit into like consulting and coaching. It just depends on what somebody needs. So sometimes I'll encounter somebody like in the real estate space and they're like, oh, I just need somebody to check on my property, take pictures that I can give over to the realtor because they're not here, or things of that nature. And then sometimes they have deeper needs. They're like, I actually don't know, should I sell this property or should I renovate it? Can you help me run through the numbers on those scenarios? So that's more like, I guess that would be like consulting, you know, and then, so it just depends on what that person needs. So I would call that a spectrum of personal assistant, administrative assistant. Sometimes it can even get into property management a little bit, coaching, consulting, and so that kind of is like one stream of income. And yeah, I've helped people get their Airbnb properties set up, help them, you know, done definitely tons of short-term consulting, short-term rental consulting engagement. So yeah, those are all the different